thought we were done. I went inside and I sat down and I looked at my phone, and I've got the news that Hale Mau Mau is going off as we speak. Pele is starting to show face. I went up to Kilauea today in search of Naupaka. I'm not sure if you guys remember that story, but I'm trying to bring them back together, break these curses on the separation of lovers, the separation of the households, yeah? It spoke of Ikaika and Momi, Ikaika being banished to the ocean and Momi being banished to the mountains, never, just separated. So I went up, I didn't find the Naupaka, but I felt a shift. And now that I'm seeing this, I'm like, is she ready? Is she working alongside with us? Is she releasing those grudges? Is she, speaking of she's at the bottom of the deck, ready to rise up, showing face. Mahalo, Pele. Let's bring you out, mahalo. Boy. The energies are so intense. And that crater that she's in right now, I didn't end up going that way today for some reason. Something told me to go left because it was the road less traveled. It was the road that we would usually not take for whatever reason. It just wasn't, I don't know. And that's what we did. Oh my, oh my. If this is not the most perfect card to be choosing right now during these times. This is speaking of the restrictions, the couples, speaking of how Pele, man, she destroyed this heiau, which created restrictions for the Hawaiian people back in the days. I'm going to read this story so you can hear it. Ooh, Pelero, the upheaval, the overturn, yeah. Things are shifting. The foundation of Waiakea is shifting, overturning the very core of Earth. Yeah, there's a major upheaval coming to help change your beliefs, the way you relate to others, your behaviors, your priorities. When Pele appears, it's time to change course. That's so interesting because that's what I did as well. It's like I naturally changed course from something I was used to. So I feel that, as within, so without, as above, so below. I feel like Pele also is doing the same thing. So we have 22 and 7 here. Boy, I'm going to read this entire card, okay? Huna. Vaiho Vale Kahiko. Ancient secrets are now revealed. Here we go. The symbol for this card is a sign that means kapu, forbidden. Kapu are restrictions on behavior that believed to have implemented in Hawaii by a Tahitian named Pa'ao. Besides kapu, Pa'ao brought human sacrifice to the islands. He built temples dedicated to human sacrifice, such as Vaha'ula on the sacred island Hawaii, that solidified his power and locked into place a restrictive kapu system. The kapu system forbade sharing the knowledge of the kahuna, priest. The word huna means that which is hidden or not obvious, and is used in modern times to refer to a sacred system of knowledge about the nature of the universe that empowers the practitioner. Kahuna is commonly used to refer to Hawaiian priest or priestess. But in ancient time, doctors, lawyers, architects, scientists, and archaeologists were also considered kahuna. because they shared esoteric knowledge. Serge King, a teacher of Hawaiian spirituality, described the history of the kahuna as follows. At some point in time, long before the rise of Atlantis, a race of men, beings, came to the solar system from a group of stars known as the Pleiades. Most of the starmen, beings, settled on a continent in the Pacific known today in the story as Mu. They called themselves the people of Mu, but others called them Manahuna or Menehune, the people of secret power. Their knowledge was Huna, a fundamental philosophy for successful living. They began to teach this knowledge to men, the people of the earth, because many different languages were spoken and because their own was partly telepathic and difficult to learn. The teachers of Mu created a new language that was simple to learn. The teachers of Mu created, the language was structured to contain the Huna knowledge within. Huna knowledge within it in a way that it would ensure its survival for as long as the language remained in use. Today we know that language as Polynesian, and traces of it are found all over the world. King goes on to say that due to the Great War, the planet tumbled into a new orbit further from the sun, and that the stress of the change caused intense volcanic and earthquake activity. Old lands sank beneath the ocean in some places, and new lands rose in other places. The little people of Mu were blamed for the disaster and subsequently persecuted.